Orleans Saints selection at number 40. This is one that we have had circled, Mel, as we consider where might a quarterback go early in the second round. The Saints seem like a logical place.
Yeah, you think about Kelvin Banks Jr. coming in on the offensive line. It was a need area, wide receiver, cornerback, edge, but quarterback's the big issue. You're in a division right now with number 1 pick overall Baker Mayfield, number 1 pick overall, an emerging Bryce Young. And then you have Michael Penix Jr., 8th pick overall last year, brought in the Atlanta Falcons. He's going to be their quarterback. So you've got to keep up with the division in the NFL. You can't be fourth in the division at quarterback, or even a distant fourth, to have any chance. Derek Carr's injury now, muddies the waters there. You got Spencer Rattler, and you're sitting here looking at Shedeur Sanders. So another option. Tyler Shough, still on the board, right? Jalen Milroe still on the board. Kyle McCord. Think about Will Howard. They have all the quarterbacks after the top 2, which I thought were obviously Shedeur number 1, but Cam Ward went 1, Jackson Dart went late first. Now we get the 3rd quarterback off the board. Saints in a dome stadium. That's the key. Atlanta's dome, the weather, Carolina, Tampa Bay favorable. This is the team, I think, at this stage of the draft, you got to address quarterback, Lou.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, I'm sitting there trying to read the body language of the people.
Yeah,
me
too.
I'm looking at Brandon Staley, the defensive coordinator. I'm going, does he look happy? Is Kellen Moore happy? Which one of these guys is really looking at Mickey Loomis going, hey, thank you for giving me the guy I wanted? You would think the quarterback, given Derek Carr's health situation, would be something that they would want to address. Look, wide receiver, the availability of their wide receivers right now, they have some health issues at wide receiver. Could that be a position that they look here and they say, we can get great value here? Or is it, again, is it the signal caller? And which signal caller will it be? That's going to be interesting here. Kellen Moore, he's going to have his fingerprints all over this pick regardless. Let's just see what happens.
All right, you saw the reaction in the draft room. Like you, I was trying to read the body language. No more need to try and figure it out. Here comes the selection for the Saints at 40.
What's up, Green Bay? Who Dat Nation, I see you. All right, with the 40th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Tyler Shough, quarterback, Louisville.
There it is. One of the most intriguing prospects in this year's class. He will be 26 years old in September. He played parts of 7 seasons in college. Look at the reaction in the room, including from the dog. They had 3 at Oregon, 3 at Texas Tech, the huge year at Louisville. Lewis, you have been all over this player throughout this entire process.
Look, he is just super impressive, man. When you get to see these guys in person, you get to talk to them in their facilities, you get to talk to Jeff and Brian Brom, his head coach and offensive coordinator at Louisville, respectively. You come away with an appreciation for maybe what you'd be getting if you brought a guy like this into your program. He has been through it. He has persevered through injury, through 3 different programs. He got together this year down in Louisville with a nice offensive line, a pro-style system, dynamic running backs, a good wide receiver in Corey Brooks, and he just took off. This is a guy who is 6'4", 219 pounds, has big hands, almost 10-inch hands, 32-inch vertical jump, ran 4.6 at the combine, and he just lit it up. You can see here his start at Oregon. He's mobile in the pocket, has good field vision down the field, understands pro concepts, has run a lot of different offenses, goes to Texas Tech, runs the air raid, then gets down to Louisville and runs more of a pro-style offense where he's under the center, he's in the gun, he's in pistol. See the ability to move outside the pocket, throw the ball from different arm slots, throw it with touch, throw it with horsepower. He's a guy who can layer the ball deep down the field, drop it in the bucket. We saw this earlier in our pre-show. He can fit it in the tight window. Just look at this throw. That's just, the margin for error just isn't there, and he makes it. This is the throw of the year, regardless of what quarterback you're talking about. This gets whacked right underneath the chin, basically throws it underhand. I was at this game down in Death Valley. He can take off and run it. Down in the red zone, he's going to be an issue. He's going to be a threat running the football. Kellen Moore, you just got to be happy for him because he's persevered through the injuries, the collarbone, the broken lower leg, to now he's a second-round pick for the Saints. Congratulations, Tyler Shough.
I have made the remark many times. Finding someone who feels about you the way Louis Riddick feels about Tyler Shough And as you see the celebration going on with Shough and his family, we have a little compilation, Lewis, of some of your moments talking about Tyler Shough.
Oh, boy.
There's a quarterback for Louisville. His name is Tyler Shough.
Tyler Shough.
You are the president of Tyler Shough's fan club.
I'm going to go with the guy whose hill I'm going to die on, and that is Tyler Shough.
Find somebody who loves you the way that Lewis loves you.
That's his Josh Allen.
You're not going to tell me that Tyler Shough is not a better prospect physically.
Oh, and that
First round, Tyler. Hey, man. You know what? This whole profession, you know, you got to have passion. You got to have love for this profession. I just like seeing guys realize their dreams and persevere through hard times. He's persevered. And now he's at a nice spot to where he can get his career and let it take off. You just wish the best for people like that.
And I'm told Adam Schefter is ready to go here. Schefter, what perspective can you add here as Shough becomes the third quarterback selected in this draft?
Well, not a surprise, I think, today to people across the league. I think there was great affection for Jackson Dart, who wound up going at pick 25 to the New York Giants. Cleveland had interest in Dart, and the Saints had interest in Dart. And with Dart off the board, the Saints decided to pivot. There's uncertainty surrounding Derek Carr. They don't know if and when he'll be able to play again this season. And with Carr's future being uncertain, and with the Saints losing out on Jackson Dart, they went ahead tonight and picked a quarterback they have great respect for. They believe in an awful lot. The same guy that Louis Riddick has believed in all along, Louisville quarterback Tyler Shough.
Mel, your thoughts again? Shough going here to New Orleans. It's a spot you just talked about if they desperately need a quarterback. It's a great opportunity, as we say, for the young man. He's a lot older than a lot of the other players in this class. He'll be 26 in September.
You get the offensive tackle, Kelvin Banks Jr. If he can revert to the back to the form we saw a few years ago, banged up this year, you got a left tackle. It's Kelvin Banks. He could kick inside, could be a right tackle. He's got tremendous athleticism and talent. So you got the offensive line, you solidified. You take one spot there with Banks. Now you get the quarterback. You handpick your guy. Let's face it, this is Kellen Moore's guy. If he was a former quarterback, coordinator, he's got a choice of anybody he wanted. He picked his quarterback. Hey, in a dome for Tyler Shough, you can keep him healthy. He can spin it. He can definitely spin it. So I'm not going to sit here and pound the table for who a quarterback I would take. You got your quarterback in New Orleans. It's a good spot. They're in a division where they had to try to keep up. You got to keep taking shots. Because Bryce Young is an emerging kid right now. He was number one for a reason, and he started to really gain some confidence and really improve once he was benched. He came back after being benched. He was a different quarterback. And Michael Penix Jr. could throw it.
Đấy, móc những mũi trượt lên như thế này. Tiếp tục móc xuống nhé.